Blind zombies, we're back, baby. We got some more Pokemon Emerald Imperium. If you're over on the horizontal, how's it going? I do apologize. There's gonna be some weird stuff going on with the calc. I really don't know why, but for whatever reason, the calc is being weird today. So it won't load up my team for me to see my team. But at the same time, I can't view like my PC box, but I also can't see like gym leaders Pokemon. So I'm just gonna have to input them all. Similarly, you guys actually can't see the trainers Pokemon either for horizontal viewers. And if you're on the vertical, hey, everything's still the same, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so we're gonna be prepping for a pretty big double battle here today. Where they're leading Armaldo Mega Machamp. Gyarados does outspeed this thing, thankfully. So I'm kind of curious what Gyarados can possibly get to maybe do some good damage here. So what I'm thinking, do you want to clean up the left side first with the Mega Machamp? And kind of go from there, because the left side has a Mega Machamp, it has an Ogerpon Wellspring, and a Ash Greninja. So kind of messed up, honestly. We just I don't think we get any flying attacks besides bounce that we could actually use. We do get time, which is something I did want to have, but if you can just go Thunder Punch, I do need to take you out. I do outspeed him, thankfully. It is looking like we kind of need to go either power or bounce. Yeah, it's going cold and Dank Profit. Good luck with his double, because I beautifully solved it on my end with some Gyarados bait and switch. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I wish we had a ground type or something, but we don't. Also, Prophet, are you getting the issue where, like, you on your end, where it's like you can't, like, your PC box isn't loading up and you can't see the gym leaders or the boss battle Pokemon? Just curious if it's just something on my end or if you're getting it too. Also, like, it won't load up sprites for, you know, Gyarados. How much does a bounce actually do? Yeah, so I'm never killing with a bounce or anything, but the Intimidate is definitely good, right? I guess I do actually have Electivire, which does have access to Motor Drive. I'd get a big speed boost here. And the main thing on the other end with Armaldo that I'm scared about, what I think I'm going to do is just, it's going to be easiest if I duplicate the tab here. Still not working any nicer, you know what I mean, but it's fine. If we then check out Armaldo here, because Armaldo's the other lead. I'm thinking you're also level 64, Armaldo. You're level 63, actually. Okay. Okay. We take that. We take that. Let's see. So Armaldo's level 63. It is Adamant Nature. It has Skill Link. And its item is Pasho Berry. There's Rock Blast, Pin Missile, and Stomping Tantrum. I just want to see how that does into my Gyarados here, basically at 64. Yeah, so your Rock Blast definitely takes me out. So I'm likely running into, he might just go Rock Blast plus T-Punch into me. If that's what's coming out, that's basically assuming that they don't have a way to kill whatever's on the other side here. Because you can kill me with T-Punch or you can kill me with Rock Blast. You don't have speed me with either one though, correct? Yeah, and you do have Pasho Berry though, so I can't go water into you. Does Gyarados get Flip Turn? No. That would have been so strong on Gyarados. my thoughts here is like lead Gyarados, right? Get the Intimidate off on both of them. So I can go ahead and drop their attack stat. Both. I'll just turn off the Intimidate and just physically drop your attack stat to -1. So into T-Punch, Electivire makes a lot of sense, right? Because Electivire, I can give him Motor Drive, which makes him fully immune. If he doesn't have Motor Drive, right, then he only ends up taking like 9% maximum. And at level 64, I do outspeed both Pokemon. So I don't necessarily need Motor Drive. I don't necessarily need the immunity. How does Electivire actually take the Armaldo hit is the question. It takes it really well. So Electivire is a very, very safe switch in here. So if I could go into Electivire, I don't need to worry about damage coming from either Pokemon. And then I just need something else on the other side next to Gyarados that can do really good damage. Maybe Taunt. I'm looking at Sylveon. But the issue is that it's specially bulky. I don't like Bro. I could just... I can't really just go Ape. Flygon, maybe? You could always just try. I guess I do have access to Focus Sash too, actually. I gotta keep that in mind. So Armaldo obviously poses an issue for Focus Sash, but I can have Sash in the back and ready to go at any point that way. Stomping Tantrum. Porygon's not great here because of the Machamp. Otherwise, Porygon would be very strong. I like the Infernape at a first glance here. Can I do anything with Mega Infernape? Like, could Mega Infernape just clean up this Aggron straight up? Because that would go pretty insane. Like, if you just went, close combat, I don't think you're ever taking him out in one hit. No. I don't feel like I can go Lucario. I could go Sash Lucario, but then I'd be taking out the Armaldo. How does Flygon do here? Oh, I do have Flygon to switch in too, actually. It doesn't need to be Electivire. I kind of forgot I do have a ground type. So I don't take anything from Rock Blast. I obviously don't take anything from T-Punch, so I'm a pretty decent switch in. I know I'll outspeed everything. What would Flygon have that it could go for, though? Flygon. I do have Tinted Lens, which is pretty decent, right? Because, like, resistances don't matter. But maybe there's just something super effective that I can click. You know, Sand Tomb is also pretty interesting for trapping in Pokemon. Funnily enough. I have Dragon Tail to phase, Earthquake. I do have access to moves like Air Slash. How much does just a raw Earthquake do from you, though? Like, basically nothing. Yeah, and it is neutral into you. Fuck. Why is that so bad? feel like I need to be able to hit you super effectively. What else is Armaldo weak to? You're what? You're weak to water. You're weak to rock, steel. I just don't know about Lucario. I guess I could go Lucario Sash, but I don't even want to target down the Armaldo. I kind of want to just keep it at -1, have it do nothing, and then just drop its stats. But is that ever the right move? Like, basically, the way you win a double battle is by clearing out one side, right? So I have to clear out a side here. I think leading Intimidate to get both the -1 is always the correct play. Let's just see how much Lucario does. I guess that's a good start, right? You're weaker on the Spadef. If Lucario did just go Flash Cannon, right? It is just a... Well, let me lower it. It would only be just a clean Oko if I was Mega because of adaptability. So it doesn't seem like I'm ever Okoing you anyway. Because there's always thought that I could clear the right side if I wanted to. My team just feels so lacking, brother. I can't go Blastoise, right? Because of T-Punch. I can't go Bro, mostly because of Stab Pin Missile. I'm definitely leading Gyarados. Sylveon's specially defensive, not physically defensive, so you're not doing it. Ditto, you're not doing anything here. So even if I lead Gyarados, what's my follow-up? I guess if I go into Electivire, that's fine. Right? To get a guaranteed outspeed. How well does Sylveon do into these guys? Just looking at it here. The Rock Blast does over half to me, which is definitely scary. But thankfully the Machamp doesn't really do anything to me. Which means Machamp would definitely target down the Electivire. And then how much would a Pixelate Hyper Voice do to you? Not really enough. I don't outspeed you either. It's just another huge issue. Alright, can I Pixelate, please? It doesn't really do anything to Armaldo either. I can 2-ko Machamp. I guess what would matter is if I could go into Electivire. Alternatively, I could have Flygon already on the board, right? If I already had Flygon on the board. Drain Punch does a decent amount to Flygon. If Flygon's over on this side. Then Pin Missile does a decent amount. The two combined can take out Flygon, but it's unlikely that they're just going to go for both. Because I'm just trying to think of mons that can hit. You know what I mean? So, like, what can Flygon hit with? Right? Because I'm thinking if I can spam something with Electivire. I guess this is assuming that I'm even taking T-Punch. Is there any way that I can outspeed clean up Machamp? Because this is spread Hyper Voice. Can Sylveon go for... What if Sylveon went for Moonblast? What about that? What if Sylveon... Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Let me target down that side with a Moonblast. Modest Nature. Pixie Plate. I never take you out. How well does Slow Bro if I did go for the Mega form? Take the hits. Still takes way too much from T-Punch. You're the only one who could stab Psychic. I can't use a Resist Berry because of multi-hit moves. My team just feels like it's lacking so much. Psychic, flying. Because the strongest mon I have to hit is just Slowbro. Mega for like super effective. We already know that Gyarados' bounce doesn't do it. And I can't leave Gyarados in ever anyway. Sylveon doesn't do it. I don't think Flygon can ever do it either. I don't think I can ever Oko Machamp. Oh, this is already looking tough. This is already looking tough. Is there any alternative? There's always the option to lead Fake Out Blastoise. To Fake Out, go into something that just... Because I'm assuming Blastoise isn't taking anything from Armaldo, right? I assume that this is a fair... Even at -1, he's still doing a lot. But you should be... You're not doing enough to Blastoise to target down Blastoise. You should always be targeting... Gyarados here, right? And I always outspeed Machamp, so I can always flip turn, like a fast flip turn on the following turn, okay? So if I fake out Machamp to start, right? We have Blastoise, 64. We go for fake out turn 1. We're not doing a lot, even if we went Adamant Nature. We're doing at maximum, like, we'll always go based on, based on the minimum. So we're doing like 8%, right? It's basically nothing. But he's -1, and we're hard swapping out of Gyarados. All we need to go into is something fast that can ideally kill, and something that takes Rock Blast really, really well. Those are the requirements, okay? Your Thunder Punch at -1 honestly doesn't really do too much to Blastoise. What if I get you to -2? That's kind of what I want to know. Like, I feel like you're very manageable at -2. Because what I'm wondering here is, can I then go... Actually, all your hits moves hit twice, I think, because of your ability. So what I need to do, I like Blastoise Gyarados. That feels right. Get the free fake out on the Machamp and swap Gyarados into something that's going to take this Rock Blast. So what's my best mon into Rock Blast? Is it just Slowbro? I just wish Slowbro actually had speed. Rock Blast at -1, so that's 41% to Bro. That's crazy. What about Torterra? Okay, Rock Blast only does like 20% to Torterra, which is good. And you definitely would be going Pin Missile into me on the following turn. I'm sad there never be a day like... 2 or 3. You get the point? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We're past that point in life. It's tough, but it's something you got to come to terms with. Goals. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Blastoise takes anything from Armaldo. So if I can double up into Machamp with the second Mon that comes in and be fine against Armaldo, and just as long as I outspeed, that works. So what Mon is like super fine against Armaldo? Flygon? Is the thought? Flygon does pretty well. What's the most I can do with Blastoise? Probably... Oh, imagine if I had like a water absorb Mon. That would go crazy, man. What does Absorb Ball do? Hold up. What does that do again? Raises special attack. See, I can trigger my own Absorb Ball before I like Surf, for example. I'm assuming Scald is always going to be, or I guess in this case, like what, like Liquidation? Shit, man, it does nothing. I guess I don't need to do a lot. I just need... How much does a flip turn do then? Because ideally I want to flip turn out this turn, right? So if I've done 8.1 plus 17.7, we can basically round that up to 18 plus 8, right? Which is 26. So I'm going to do 26% to this Machamp with Blastoise. So I need something that can do 74% to Blastoise and outspeed. And not die to Armaldo. 74% to Blastoise, outspeed, not die to Armaldo. That's the criteria. That's the criteria. Okay. How much would just Flygon with like Dragon Claw do? It needs to be something super effective. It needs to be something super effective. But something that can take Rock Blast, outspeed, and hit super effective. And then not die to Armaldo. There's some intense criteria, dog. I don't think I can go Porygon Z. I can make it Porygon Z. Okay. It's tough because I would take like 62% max from Rock Blast. Even if I did get the flip turn off, make you -1 before it make -2 before you attacked. It's not quite enough. And I don't think Porygon 2 would outspeed at level 64. No. And not even if I went Timid Nature? No, never. I never outspeed. Okay. Could always go Sylveon, right? Sylveon just doesn't like the Rock Blast, though. That's the thing. It needs to outspeed. Okay, so right now, let me just set it up. Let me set it up, right? Right now, we're thinking we're leading Gyarados and Blastoise, right? Those are the legends. I could always just stick with the Electivire at 64, because I know Electivire can take the double up, right? Is there something I can do with Iron Fist that can take out this Machamp? I need to do 74%. I need to do 74%. Can I do 74%? It's my best attack into you. It's probably just Plasma Fists. But even if I went Iron Fist, right? It's a nice buff. Adamant's great. And Zap Plate is awesome. But 74 is my max roll. Like, I can never rely on that. It needs to hit him super effective. It's so tough, man. Assuming with all those boosts that Supercell Slam is weaker than Plasma Fist, it is. How about close combat? Yeah. How do I... Is there a Mon that can come in and do what I need it to do? I'm just not doing enough. I guess I could always not flip turn with Blastoise this turn. If I chose not to flip turn with Blastoise, I need to go for what move? Right, because I don't need to flip turn with Blastoise. I can always instead choose to go for something else. Like, what if I went Fake Out? I could go Fake Out Aqua Tail. That might take him out. With all the moves combined. Yo, how's it going, Lily? Welcome to the stream. You made Lux an addict? Dude, addicted Lux? Also, how's it going, Rare Hen? Welcome to the stream over on the vertical. Nice to have ya. Okay, so Plasma Fist is going to do minimum 63. Okay? We went Blastoise. Right? We went Adamant Blastoise. We went Fake Out. And we went Aqua Tail. 26 plus 8 is what? Is 34. And I was doing 63. What if I went Muscle Band? It's basically 29 and 8, we'll say, right? That would kill then. Because if I did 8%, right, plus 29, that'd be 37, and 37 and 63 does exactly take out the Machamp. So I'd have to go Adamant, Muscle Band, Blastoise to do that. And then that would also assume, if you feel like an idiot, remember CGP Gray's simple solution to traffic video exists. Damn, okay. I haven't checked it out, but if I'm ever feeling stupid, I'll check it out. But I just have to see though. Yeah, so I'm fine taking your rock blasts. Okay. Okay, so that's the play then. Every time, I think. So I go Blastoise, Gyarados. I fake out, and I hard swap into Electivire, take the rock blasts, and then I double into... Okay, let's set this up. What do you have right now? You have Aqua Tail, which I like. You have Flip Turn. There's always Protect. Like, if I can ever like know what move he's going to click, I can always Protect. That's very interesting. Maybe Protect is an option at some point here. And -1, you're just not doing a lot to Blastoise, but you're doing less to Electivire. You should be targeting Blastoise with Thunder Punch. That's your best play with Machamp. No, I just do the double up. I still stick with that. I need Fake Out. Aqua Tail, Fake Out, Flip Turn, Protect. Feels like a very strong moveset for you. I don't like having to give up your bulk for this, but it's probably what I have to do. Right? I don't know what I need for you yet. I do need to make you Intimidate, that's for sure. Let's start with that. Intimidate. You should be... I'll make you Torrent because it's actually at least usable. And you should already be Iron Fists. Yep. I do need to make you Adamant Nature. And you do need to have Plasma Fist. That's all I know for now. I need to make you Adamant. And I need to make you Adamant. Okay. Okay. That's a start. I need to give you the Muscle Band. Which, did I... No, I must wait for that one. There it is. Muscle Band for Blastoise. And I have to give you the Magnet for your Plasma Fists. And that's all I know for now. Chances are, okay, you do already have Protect, you do have Plasma Fist, Drain Punch, Rock Punch. Your moveset makes sense for now, at least. Okay. At this point, Electivire is probably very low, though, right? Because it's very likely you went Stomping Tantrum into Electivire. And we're going to have Ogerpon come out now. Ogerpon... Wellspring. 64. I'm just gonna kind of assuming here. 64. Yeah. You do have Water Absorb. Your nature is Jolly. You have Ivy Cudgel, which I think she turned into a water type attack. Okay, it already did. Nice. I see guys. Okay. So I'll just leave it. Perfect. It already does it for me. So we have Ivy Cudgel, but you do have actual grass type attacks like Horn Leech, like Throat Chop, and you have Play Rough. So Horn Leech is basically guaranteed coming my way. Ogerpon doesn't seem like it has a good way to deal with Torterra. The issue is Armaldo does have a good way to deal with Torterra. But Armaldo won't be targeting Torterra this turn is the thing, right? Armaldo should be targeting my Electivire slot. And you should be going Horn Leech into my Blastoise slot this turn. So what do I do here? I gotta take this Horn Leech, right? Also, I don't think I'm ever outspeeding you unless I'm bringing in like Mega Infernape or something. Although Ape isn't the worst here, it's also not the best because you still have your Water Ivy Cudgel. There's an interesting play. If I can bait Ivy Cudgel from him, then Ditto actually comes into Ogerpon for free because it'll copy its Water Absorb. And having my own Ogerpon, honestly, very strong. Like, very strong into the rest of this team. It doesn't like Pin Missile is the only thing. So I'd have to be able to clean up or stop Armaldo on that turn. Okay, let's think. So this thing comes in. It's going to go Horn Leech on Blastoise, right? I know that for a fact. So what I do here is I swap Blastoise into Ape, and I need to go into something that can take any hit from Armaldo on the same turn, right? So I go Blastoise into Infernape, and I go, but I need to not bait anything from Ogerpon into that slot. Porygon should take anything and not bait anything, I'm thinking. Because you shouldn't bait Porygon here. Right? And Porygon 2 with Eviolite at level 64, when you're -1 already, definitely takes any hit from you, which is super nice, right? So if I then doubled, there's always the other idea too. I need to, no, do I need to or do I want to? That's the question. I could drop your stats again with Gyarados, right? If I drop your stats again with Gyarados for the Intimidate, because it's going to be 2 physical attackers again, because he should not go Greninja here, because I have a Water type and a Electric type. So he should go Ogerpon every time. Ideally, I want to kill Armaldo. And no, I need to kill Armaldo Ogerpon the same turn? Is that my thought? Because if I do that, then I stop Ogerpon and I stop Armaldo from killing my Ogerpon. I mean, you shouldn't have, I guess you have a flying type in the back still, too. But if your mine's too big, you don't even kill Ogerpon? So right now, Electivire is super low to the point where Electivire basically never comes back in. Like, he's done his job. Blastoise still should be full health, which is good. And Gyarados should also still be full health. So it's only should be Electivire that has taken any damage at this point. You can go for any move into Electivire, right? Because you can go for any move, I go into Porygon into the Electivire slot, and I'm thinking to bait the Cudgel, I go into Infernape, right? If I went Ape, you're always going Cudgel, right? The thing is, my Ogerpon won't outspeed their Ogerpon. It'll be a speed tie. I don't like that. I don't exactly like that. Mine only has 48 HP because it's a Ditto. Okay. How well does Ogerpon take a hit from Ronaldo? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Because of skill link, berries are useless. Why does my Cudgel do nothing to you? No, crit. Stab water. Oh, it's your Pasho Berry. Yeah. I just like copying Ogerpon. But my Ogerpon can't even take out Armaldo. Oh, this is so tough. This is actually such a tough fight, man. Yo, how's it going, Triangle? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. Nice to have you. This game is so hard. We're probably getting through like one fight today. Let's be real. It's probably just gonna be the double battle. Like, we're just not in a position where we can really lose Pokemon. I wouldn't mind the Intimidate from Gyarados. If your attack drops to -1, honestly, Ogerpon sucks into Gyarados. And then if Gyarados is in again here, and at this point you're -2... Gyarados isn't bad here either. And you're not going to go Rock Blast into that slot anyway. You should be going for the kill. Do I have the Gyarados-ite? I do. Okay. So if I made you -1 on your Hornleech turn, and then I made you -2, and then on the following turn, I just said, hey, fuck it, we Mega. Right? Then your Pin Missile becomes an issue, but you're going to click Rock Blast that turn. I can rely on you clicking Rock Blast that turn, because you're going to see the kill. So you shouldn't be going Pin Missile, you should be going Rock Blast. I can actually rely on that. Okay, okay. Yo, how's it going, Dull Investigator? Welcome to the stream over on the horizontal. Okay, I like that. I like that. I'm thinking the Gyarados-ite is what we want. Then it comes down to, what am I clicking into each Pokemon here? So if Gyarados came in on that slot, I took a Horn Leech, I didn't take really anything. Right? I guess if I Mega, I become weak to stuff is the problem. Oh! What can I do? Think. For Porygon, I went Gyarados. That's great. Base Gyarados does more here in some ways. Then Mega. Mega takes the Rock Blast if I want to leave Armaldo. That's what's important about possibly going for the Mega. I kind of want to break that Pasho Berry. What's Ogerpon's best move into Porygon gonna be? Got a -1, you do nothing to Porygon. And it's Ivy Cudgel at your best move. Does have a high crit chance. If you crit, you do a lot. Oh, this is so hard. I just finished watching Spectacular Spider-Man. I gotta say, I'm sad it got canceled. Dude, wait, what got canceled? Am I stupid? Am I actually dumb? The Intimidate turn, so go Gyarados on the left, Porygon on the right. Right? Because if you're that low, then Porygon is taking your hits like very, very well when you're at -2 with the Eviolite. Like we're kind of cooking, honestly. I don't know if I'm going Mega yet. I think I'm definitely going to go Porygon, though. I really like Porygon here. It's a very, very strong doubles Pokemon. It's very, very good with the Eviolite. Let's just go ahead and get it up to cap here. Oh, Signal Beam is whatever. Yeah, it's like literally what I said. It's whatever. You can just spam A. Moves don't matter right now. Just trying to think what I can click with Porygon here. Signal Beam's super effective into the Ogerpon. So what I'm thinking, I kind of want to get through the Pasho Berry, right? So I could always Mega an attack that would then get through the Pasho Berry, right? But if Ogerpon wants to go just Horn Leech into Gyarados because it's the strongest attack, that makes Gyarados vulnerable. But ideally, I can just take out... You know, what I need to be able to do is potentially just Mega and take out both sides. This is just hard, man. This is just actually ridiculous. Okay. How much does Signal Beam do from a Porygon 2 into an Ogerpon? Actually really good damage. That's really, really good. You accomplish nothing. You have zero purpose. Porygon usually something. Dude, no! What? No! Porygon's gonna cook, man. What? Let Porygon cook, brother. Let me cook. I'm always risking swaps to... What's... If I bring Porygon in on the right, I download based on Armaldo. Does Armaldo download give me... How does download work? Is download based on how I hit them stronger? Cerebi, thank you. When the foe's defense is lower than its FDF and special attack when the lowest FDF. So if I go in on the Armaldo side, which is the plan, then I get a special attack boost from download every time, right? So I get the special attack boost, right? So my special attack would actually be +1 here. With that in mind, Signal Beam at +1 special attack does something. I'm assuming it does more than Tri Attack. It should. I guess there's no dash. Not a lot, but it does more. I could always protect with Gyarados too. I know I'm baiting Rock Blast. I don't need to Mega. I can just protect and hit with Porygon. It honestly works really, really well. I'm assuming that Modest Porygon doesn't actually matter here. You said it yourself? Did I? Dude, was I toxic? Alright, I'm gonna want Signal Beam. Unless Porygon learns something better that I'm just not aware of, which we'll check, we'll check. The download here is going to go really insane, though. Not download. Porygon 2. What's your hidden ability? Analytic. I guess download's better here, so we're chilling with download. Signal Beam. I get Aerial Ace, but that doesn't matter. I want to always go special. Ice Beam doesn't matter. Psychic Psyshock return, Shadow Ball. I can also ideally keep baiting this Armaldo to stay on the field because it's not doing no damage. Okay. Did you protect? You do protect already. Okay. Okay. So then I go in with you on that side, in with Gyarados on the left side, right? Gyarados eats the Horn Leech, gets the Intimidate off. We're feeling really good. I'm thinking you're just going to keep clicking moves because you keep seeing kills. But most importantly, Porygon can Porygon. Exactly. No one Porygons like Porygon. Then on the Porygon side, I Signal Beam into Ogerpon with my +1 special attack. It doesn't seem like Modest Nature is going to matter at all for me. So we probably just go plus Fizz Def minus attack to Bold Nature just to take hits better, right? You can always 2-ko you. Blastoise should be at full. So what I'm thinking then is I want my Fake Out back, right? That's the thought here. So you probably, I'm thinking you're going to hit, you might want to go for the crit Ivy Cudgel, hey? At -2, I went bold, right? I'm only taking 24% max, so I'll never die between the two of them. You can also reflect your personality as well, true. So double signal beam takes out Ogre Pawn. And then we get Greninja. And we're only using 4 so far. Right? Signal beam, take hit on the protect turn with Gyarados. Then signal beam, Ogre Pawn again. And on that turn, no, because you might want to just Horn Leech. No, you should Ivy Cudgel Porygon, but you might want to heal on the second turn. I don't know what the AI is going to prioritize here. Does it prioritize? I guess I'm... Alright, it's time to use what Prophet sent me. How does the AI work? Emerald Imperium. That's the switching. Okay, wait. Send out. Revenge Killer, good type matchup. I don't think it's this. It's not this. Hold. Many of these don't apply during doubles. It's so annoying. Oh, that's not ideal. And mental as well. Thank you, Porygon. Exactly. Thank you, Porygon. So I need something that I can bring in that isn't Blastoise. I kind of wanted Blastoise for the fake out. Something I can take Horn Leech, but can also take Rock Blast. I don't think Lucario gets fake out. I really wanted to fake out, man. Let me see if I have anything that can let him fake out. Lucario doesn't. I can't go Infernape because of Rock Blast. I can't go Torterra because of Horn Leech. I can't. I could go Flygon, but it's not like I can do Fake Out. It seems like Blastoise is my only Fake Out user. Fake Out would be so good here, right? I guess I don't need it, per se. It would be ideal, but I don't need it. So in that case, I just need to go into something that takes hits, and ideally is a good matchup into Greninja. So let's look at Greninja here. Alright, let me just make sure. Like, Flygon, you come in cleanly, I imagine, right? When he's -1 with Horn Leech, yeah, you're chilling. They might want to go play rough then, but it's already too late. At that point, Porygon has cleaned you up on the following turn. You're not going play rough randomly into Gyarados. So we're chilling there. So then it's how does Flygon do into Greninja? Right. All right. Fun fact, Porygon is also forklift certified. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, shout out to Porygon, man. What a legend. Timid, Battle Bond. Item is Expert Belt. We have Dark Pulse, which we're chilling with. We can deal with that. We have Surf, which is definitely going to hurt. Actually, it does less than Dark Pulse. I lied to you. Because double battle. Who's on the other side? Porygon? Porygon should take the Surf. Ice Beam. Well. Oh, God. Grass Knot. You're gonna go... I would bait Ice Beam here every time, right? How will this Greninja take a Porygon to 64 +1 special attack? What's it called? Signal Beam. Oh, you don't like it. Oh, you don't like it at all. Oh my god, that does so much to Greninja. Holy. So if I just protect with Flygon, your Ice Beam doesn't do anything, and then I just need any switch in, which at that point, I don't even need to protect with Flygon. I can just go back into Blastoise, I think. Can I just go back into Blastoise there? Does that work? Let me go make Porygon bold. I think I can just go back into Blastoise there. Oh. Right, 'cause you're gonna go that and at this point when I have Flygon plus Porygon 2 and you're as low as you are, you're not doing trivial damage, but at -2 I think there's a good chance that you hard swap, especially into Starmie at this point. Ice Beam is really strong here. You have really good speed def on a Starmie. Seems to make a lot of sense. And you could go Ice Beam. Regardless, if I just go Blastoise at this point though, Blastoise is pretty well chilling. I don't really need to worry about anything when you're just so low. So I go back into Blastoise, then I have my Fake Out active. Does Greninja die to a Fake Out from my Blastoise? Because my Blastoise is Adamant Muscle. I do 15% min, and I hit you with a Signal Beam. Not a Signal Beam, from Porygon. So I do 15% min. And Porygon 2 at +1 special attack with Signal Beam. There's a roll. There's a roll. We basically see where we're at. If we don't get the roll, then I just have to... I basically just... I Fake Out and I attack into it Porygon. If I get the roll where Fake Out kills, then awesome. Porygon will just redirect into our Maldo. And if I don't get the roll where Porygon kills, oh, I'd like to recover that turn if it's gonna kill. take any hit from both of you. Oh, this is so tough. I think this is working though. Cringe Mewtwo is not forklift certified. The second version of Mew, not the first version. Spaceship Porygon is forklift certified. Yeah, dude. Mewtwo's not forklift certified, but Porygon is. Dude, what a loser, man. Worst legendary ever. Tinted lens right now. Definitely not bad. I like U-turn. I like Roost. I think you need Protect. I think I just need to give like everybody Protect. Protect is just so strong here. Protect should be up here somewhere. I'm gonna go to Rock Slide for Protect. I think it's just better. Also, gonna close my blinds. Blinds have been closed. When I just realized I'm Porygon 2. It took me a while. Yeah, dude, you're Porygon 2. Did you not? You didn't realize that? That's actually crazy. Magnet Rise is useless. Okay. Icy Wind for speed control is pretty decent. Greninja's -1 speed. Blastoise won't outspeed it. Greninja, you're so fast, brother. You're so fast. I feel like at that point, though, I'm kind of chilling, right? Once Ogerpon goes down, I'm cooking. I have to stay adamant on Blastoise. Yeah, I'm only hitting 124, so even at -1, I'd still outspeed this Greninja. I also think I do want Levitate on you. We want Levitate. I don't have a item you need right now. We're chilling in that regard. What's your best damage move from Armaldo into Blastoise? They both do the same, so I can't make a prediction. Armaldo probably won't even be in right now. If it's not... He is man-made, yeah, 100%, which is always why it confused me why Mewtwo has Megas, but, you know, it's fine. For the last mon, I really like Sylveon here. Sylveon's actually really strong into Greninja. Greninja does not have a good way to hit Sylveon. Like, at all. And I know that Pixelate, Hyper Voice, even Spread is just insane into this thing. Like, look at this. Look at this. That's always an option, too. Because what I really want Sylveon for is that Iron Jugulus. Yeah, I really do like that. And then if I gave you like Citrus Berry. Sister Barrier heal 25%. If I give you lefties, would I get more overall? I think I go lefties. Lefties should be at the very bottom. Give you lefties. Okay. Let's just take a quick moment here and just think about the gameplay. Okay, let's see where we are. So for turn 1, we lead Blastoise Gyarados. Okay, Gyarados gets -1 on the Mega Machamp and on the Armaldo. On that turn, we're expecting a T-Punch and a Rock Blast to come out. We're going to fake out the Machamp, and we're going to immediately switch out of Gyarados into Electivire. Electivire is going to absolutely eat the Rock Blast. It's going to do basically nothing, right? Then, Armaldo should be going for Stomping Tantrum into Electivire. And we're going to double with Electivire and Blastoise. Aqua Tail plus Plasma Fists into Mega Machamp. This will guaranteed take out Mega Machamp after the fake out. And barring crit, Electivire lives. Even if he dies in a worst case scenario, he has done his role for the fight. So we don't need to worry about it. We don't want him to die, but if he does die, we're okay. The battle is still fine. And that's the only spot I've seen that we're risking a crit so far. Okay? After that, Ogerpon comes out. Because Ogerpon should see a kill into Blastoise here, while Greninja won't. And they don't need to send in Amon into Electivire. They could go Greninja for Revenge Kill. If they went Greninja for the Revenge Kill, though, I don't think I'm concerned about that. Like, at all. Like, let's say they went Greninja for the Revenge Kill. How much does an Electivire Mach Punch do? 2 Greninja. Obviously level 64, right? We do have Iron Fist. Oh, sorry, this is the wrong one. That doesn't matter. Iron Ball, sure. Iron Fist. Adamant. Like, it does so much. I'd be so shocked if they went Greninja. It just doesn't really make sense when Ogerpon is such a good matchup here. So I think it should be Ogerpon every time. Ogerpon comes out. On the turn, Ogerpon comes out. We should be seeing any random move go into Electivire, which is why we go Porygon, because Porygon takes anything into the Electivire slot. And then we go back into Gyarados to double Intimidate again, dropping Armaldo down to -2. And dropping Ogerpon down to -1. Gyarados also takes the Horn Leech from Ogerpon very, very well. This turn, we should see Rock Blast into Gyarados. He shouldn't be switching because it does so much damage. Wait, Mew doesn't have a Mega. That's stupid. Dude, right? So Gyarados protects, right? Which should have Protect. Yup. We have Octail, Fake Out, Protect over here. And Plasma Fist, Protect. Perfect. Yep, so we go for the Protect. And we go for the Signal Beam into the Ogerpon. Signal Beam does enough to 2-KO him every time. And Gyarados is chilling because Protect. Then Gyarados swaps out into a Mon that can basically take hits from either Pokemon, just in case for some reason Horn Leech is the move of choice from the Ogerpon, right? So with that in mind, we always go into Flygon here. Flygon takes both hits. And in fact, just based on the fact that Flygon is taking both of these hits this turn, I think it makes the most sense to give Flygon the Citrus Berry, because Flygon could be taking like a shit ton of damage this turn, right? So Flygon has Citrus Berry. Even after big damage, Flygon's chilling. I gotta drink some water. And on that Flygon switch turn, Porygon finally kills Ogerpon. We're chilling with probably a pretty weak Flygon. Probably a decently... Either chilling with a pretty weak Flygon or a pretty weak Porygon. One of the two is very low on health. Question of the week, do we need another evolution? If so, what type? Dragon. Because they have, like, the original 3, and then they started doing, like, duplicates of each type, like they did Dark Psychic, Grass, Ice, and then they just did Fairy. It'd be nice if they did Fairy plus Dragon, have a Dragon to be like the counterpart. That's my opinion. How about you? But yeah. Then once Greninja comes in, Greninja should be guaranteed going Ice Beam into Flygon here, because after Citrus Berry, I should be out of range of everything except for Ice Beam, right? I can go for Protect on Flygon and Recover if Porygon's in a good spot, or if Porygon's not in a good spot, I might need to go for a double switch, right? And there's also a solid chance here that Armaldo stops staying in at this point because it's not really doing enough to Porygon or Flygon, right? So if Armaldo switches, my best plays here is Sylveon, because Sylveon is phenomenal into this. A healthy Blastoise is really, really strong here as well. So it's probably Sylveon Blastoise. Sylveon Blastoise can easily take out Greninja. Actually, if Porygon's chillin', then we actually go Signal Beam into Greninja. And then a good roll can let Blastoise take him out. So it's probably the play. Probably the play. With Fake Out, right? Then, like I said, I think Armaldo's gone at this point. Armaldo wants to come in later on. Which, with that in mind, I'm just thinking Staryu comes in. Staryu... Let's just... Or Starmie. Alright, now let's just see how we're dealing with Starmie. Right? It is Focus Sash. It has a timid nature, so he's pretty fast and got Illuminate. Hydro Pump. Psychic. Ice Beam. Thunder. I see indeed. Thunder's brutal. What if Sylveon's here? Hydro Pump's your best move, and it's not doing a lot. I know Thunder's gonna be your best move with Gyarados, though. That's the annoying part here. How do you do in a Porygon? I wall you pretty hard, and I have to imagine that Signal Beam isn't useless into you. It's not? And how does Sylveon do into you with its Hyper Voice? Because it's going to be a non-spread Hyper Voice at this point with Pixelate. So Pixelate, Hyper Voice. If it's non-spread, it does really, really good damage. And we're Modest Nature. I can actually 2-ko you between the two of them. And then going into Iron Jugulus, a non-spread Hyper Voice when you're chilling at level 64 is literally just an OHKO. You are going to outspeed. So I do got to take that into account. So what do you have for moves? With Air Slash. You are timid. You have Life Orb. Oh, I don't know how I did that. You have Dark Pulse. But I'm going to eat that. It literally has to be Air Slash. Nothing else you have is going to do more damage. Sylveon just takes hits so well here. And Hyper Voice would kill you. And into Porygon 2. Eviolite? You just don't do anything. And I do have switch-ins at this point. I think we win. Okay. Yo, let's go on Crimsonate. Oh boy, I cut another stream. Good to see that the run hasn't died yet. Okay, I don't recognize the name Crimsonate, but fill me in. That's a Kool-Aid Man icon, kind of crazy. How would that make sense though? How do we turn this rabbit dog into a mythical dragon? Wait, what? What did I miss? Nunny. Adam, bold. Your nature doesn't matter. I'll figure you out. You need to be modest. Are you modest? You are modest, Pixelate. That's what I want for you. Hyper voice, training kiss, protect. That makes sense. We don't need adamant. I kind of want to go plus Fizz Def, I'm thinking. Yeah, plus Fizz Def minus special attack is going to be the best thing for you. Impish nature. Okay. We should be ready here. Your moveset is perfect. Aqua Tail, Fake Out, Flip Turn, Protect. Aqua Tail, Crunch, Ice Fang would be for Iron Jugulus if I wanted to hit that. Better not die, dude. Nah, you're cooking, you're cooking. Crunch would be for Starmie if for some reason I was staying in against that. And Aqua Tail is just stab, so it makes sense. Plasma Fist, Drain Punch, Rock Punch, Protect. That's perfect. Recover and Protect I definitely want on you. Signal Beam I definitely want. I haven't needed Tri Attack at all. I honestly think instead of Tri Attack, I would go Icy Wind as your last move slot. Icy Wind can just, it definitely can come up. And having speed control, very, very nice. And I know you learn this. Let's give you Icy Wind over Tri Attack here. Pixelate Sylveon is actually kind of nuts, especially if you can give it a throat spray. Very true, very true. But I think we're going to be chilling with some extra bulk with the leftovers for ours. Just because it needs to come in and take a lot of hits in this double battle. Between it and Porygon, like, these are... We're really relying on these two to just tank hits. We're chilling there. U-turn is the best thing to give you. And that's the squad. Okay. And we do have Gyarados with our Mega Stone. Nothing else can Mega nor needs to. So that's what we have. Okay. Blastoise, Gyarados, Light Fire, Sylveon. We have Porygon 2 for the very first time, and Flygon. Oh, this is going to be such an intense battle, chat. Porygon 2. And Flygon. Woo! Alright, alright. Let's swap over to the gameplay screen. There's the squad. Let's pause the music. Let's get the game sound back on. And here we go, chatters. Here we go. We got the squad. We're ready to roll out. And we're ready to take on probably the only boss battle we're facing today. Because, well, it took an hour and a half to prep for it. But that's just the point of the game we're at. Where am I going? Pokénav. Hoenn map. I'm going up this way, up to Fortree. Right? So I have to go to the right. Okay. I feel like we've gone to like the north a lot. So just gotta get used to going different directions at all. We already beat Wake, so we can go ahead and swim past him. Yo, let's go. We're cooking. Dodge that clown there. Nothing here. Take the safe route just around this guy, just to avoid any extra fights. Not that... Oh, yeah. No, I actually did that last time, and I already beat him. I just got, like, flashbacks. I'm assuming we have... Yep. I would have skipped you, so let me just turn off the auto run to skip you again. Just turn away. Nice. Nice and easy. We'll keep the auto run off just to keep skipping. Just turn away. Just, what are you doing, brother? Okay. I don't know. We'll go this way. Because why not? Dodge all these trainers. Oh, there's actually an item up here. It's a hyper potion. Okay, doesn't actually matter. But sure, we'll take it. Who is this? Okay. Is this like where the fly house would be? Must be. I think I actually checked this out already. Okay, dodged. I think I probably ended up having to fight you. We're safe here. There's just this guy, but this is just an easy dodge. I actually beat both of you. And we gotta ride our bike up here. Imagine Pokemon in first Pokemon? In first person? Dude? First person Pokemon? Crazy. We go Mach Bike here. Zoom up here. We'll get back off our Mach Bike. Go through the grass here. I don't think there was. No, we checked that way. I do remember. There was nothing there. Okay, let's save the game. We're going to run to the washroom. And then we're going to fight the boss battle today. All right, chatters. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Here we go, chat. Whew. The moment we've all been waiting for. The Weather Institute. Let me just go ahead and check up here. Any hidden items? No, no items. Alright, in we go. In we go. I can turn back on my run. Oh, there's actually a Nurse Joy in here. Yo, that's huge. Oh, yo. Wait, really? We could have done all the prep right here? Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Can I just, like... I guess I have to fight one of you. That's kind of what the game forces. Sure. I'll beat up some Team Aqua Grunts. Just chill. Just chill. Dude, you really rolled up with a Berserker. I'll go for the free fake out, right? You shouldn't have anything crazy, so I'll go for the Aqua Tail. Screech is fine. You should die to another Aqua Tail from this range. Yup. And your second Pokemon is a Persian. I'll just swap here into Gyarados for Intimidate. Intimidate's pretty free. Your new Assurance. And I'll just go Mega and Aqua Tail because we haven't seen Mega Gyarados yet. Let's check him out. Hey, he's pretty cool. That's a Mega Gyarados, baby. And your Assurance will actually do -5. And then you go one shot. Nice and easy. Pokeball up. Okay. Dude, the Titanic. Okay, this is the double battle, chat. All right. Whoo. Yep, this is the double battle. Okay, everyone's healed. Let's save the game. This is the moment. This is it. Here we go. Here we go. I think this is it, right? This isn't just some random grunt battle. This is the double battle, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Okay. The champ and Armaldo. Coles and Lux. Here comes double Intimidate. Very, very important. Then what we're going to do here is we're always going to fake out the Machamp so it can't move. And we're always going to immediately double out with the Gyarados into Electivire. We take Rock Blast, no issue, and then this is going to make sure we can take out the Machamp on the following turn. There should be no problems with this setup here. We're going to see the Mega Evolution happen. The Machamp is going to go from nothing into a threat. Fake out comes out though. Machamp flinched, and a Rock Blast into Electivire. Okay, turn 1, perfect. It should not have gone wrong, regardless, but you love to see a perfect turn. It's skill link, so it's got to hit me 5 times. So we just gotta wait. I think that's hit number 5. Yep. Okay. Then this turn, we both outspeed. We go Aqua Tail into Machamp. And we go Plasma Fist into Machamp. And between the two of them, he should go down. There's Plasma Fists. Big damage. Huge damage. Holy hell. And Aqua Tail takes you out. I think we actually got a really high roll there. To the point where I think we could have taken him out with another move there. I'm surprised he went Blastoise here. It doesn't matter because we take it. I'm just a little bit surprised he went Blastoise. He did. That means he basically chose to not put any of my Pokemon particularly in range of anything. Ogerpon does come out though. That's what we predicted. Okay, we're feeling good. So what we should see here is Ogerpon go Grass type stab into Blastoise, right? Because of Blastoise, because of stab into Blastoise, we should be able to go Gyarados right here, right? And then we should be able to swap out Electivire into Porygon. So we're gonna go Gyarados into the Coles slot. And we're going to go Triangle the Porygon into Buzzer. Okay. Here we go, chat. Come on. Double Intimidate. So Armaldo's -2, Ogerpon's -1. Porygon. Download. Special attack. It actually went Ivy Cudgel. Alright, I'm very surprised with this play. But this is fine. This is fine. It's unexpected, but arguably better. See, that doesn't do a lot to Porygon. So we're not exactly scared of this situation at all. If anything, this is like best case scenario. I know you're going to Rock Blast here. So this is a free Protect with Gyarados. And then I Signal Beam into Ogerpon. Okay, doing the swap now. I'm very surprised he did the swap here. Because he should see a guaranteed kill with Rock Blast. Even at -2. And you're going to go Play Rough instead of for the healing move. Alright, Ogerpon's obviously not going to like that damage. I'm not surprised that Armaldo's in the back now. Clearly you're going Play Rough into Gyarados here. So, what is Iron Jugulus going to click into? Your last move is what? Dragon Pulse, I believe? Dragon Pulse, yeah. Alright, let's see what you're doing then. Let's see what you're doing. So against Eviolite Porygon 2, you would go Dragon Pulse. But I take that very well. And into Gyarados, you would actually go Dark Pulse. He could be covering for the Mega with Play Rough, but no, then still that Leech Seed makes more sense. Hate stat drops? Yeah, maybe. I thought because he'd see the kill, he would go for it, but I guess it's fine. You'd have to double into Gyarados to kill it, which you're probably going to do. If I know you're going Dark Pulse here, plus Play Rough, I cover that pretty well with Sylveon, especially with lefties. So I think I always make the play into Sylveon here on the Gyarados slot. And then I Signal Beam to clean up the Ogerpon. This should be free. Play Rough, but you're -1. We eat that. You do go Air Slash. I guess you decided to prioritize the flinch. Signal Beam will clean up Ogerpon here, though. I'm not a huge fan of how damaged Sylveon is here, but it's fine. If I get Jugulus to -1 speed, I outspeed with Sylveon. So the play here is to just go for the Protect with Sylveon, and then go for the Icy Wind. It's going to do a lot of damage to, I guess. Let me think. Sylveon, if it's doubles, if you have Pixelate, Hyper Voice, I level 64. I am modest. Let me give him modest. I'm doing 75 to 89 into Jugulus. If I went Draining Kiss with the outspeed, I would need it to be single target for it to do what I want. I could always Signal Beam into... No, I kind of need the speed stat here. Kind of like how it acts if you yawn it. Got you. Very fair, very fair. Wait, I just realized every Pokemon has enter next to their name. Yeah! Dude, you're just chilling. You're just a virus. That's it. Iron Jugulus, and I just want to check out Greninja. Jugulus and Greninja. We're playing Smash with friends? Yo! Cooking? Your nature is timid. If you're -1 speed, you'd hit 130. So you still outspeed Sylveon, which is relevant. your Battle Bond, your Expert Belt, and your moves are Dark Pulse, which you should not be going for. They are Surf, which in doubles is super chill. Ice Beam. And Grass Knot. No Shot Porygon outspeeds Jugulus at -1. It's hitting 119. There's actually no way Porygon outspeeds. I'm +1 special attack, though. I probably can clean up Greninja with Porygon here. Because of the special attack. Right? Porygon 2 at +1 special attack with Signal Beam. Oh, I put in the Jugulus. Wrong one. I was like, what? Why is that not killing? Or even doing anything? But no, that would make sense. +1 special attack. Signal Beam. Does not do enough at all. So I have two options here, right? Either I go for the Icy Wind speed drops, which if I do Icy Wind you, if I do Icy Wind the Jugulus at +1, you should then die to Sylveon, and Sylveon should take any hit from Greninja. So this should be the play here, is to just go for this Icy Wind. And then I can clean up Greninja with a Fake Out. Armaldo's the only threat. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. Go for the Protect here. Ice Beam. Earth Power. So you do no damage. I just get pure heals, and Icy Wind comes out here. I'm not worried about the Greninja damage. Speed dropping Greninja's fine. It doesn't really matter. Jugulus matters a lot. Because now Jugulus is actually slower than Sylveon. And Pixelate Modest Sylveon at this point with Hyper Voice should kill. Always. And outspeed. No, I'm only hitting... Wait, am I stupid? I only have 101 speed. I'm just as fast as Porygon. How did I... Okay, I just miscalculated there. I still think the speed drop is the right play. If anything, I just go for another speed drop here. No, now I gotta think. Air Slash does too much. I can't ever go for double protects here. It's my exact HP on Sylveon. Because you went Ice Beam, Earth Power. If I know you're going Ice Beam, Earth Power, that covers a lot, actually. Fake Out makes the most sense. I Signal Beam Greninja here to try to clean up Greninja. Ice Beam Earth Power, hey? How does Electivire take... I wouldn't take the Earth Power. How does Blastoise take it? He takes 38 from the Earth Power. And it shouldn't take like anything from the Ice Beam. And then I do have a free Fake Out turn. Actually, if I just go for the speed drops this turn, I'm in a really good spot with the Blastoise switch because nothing outspeeds. And at that point, I should be able to clean them both up. I can probably actually just flip turn and clean them both up. So I go Blastoise here. Yeah, that should be the play. Yeah, I do have another tab open. I have 2 tabs open up with a calculator. One for each guy. Thank you, though. Thank you. But yeah, Ice Beam should do nothing. You shouldn't be going Grass Knight. You should just be going Ice Beam. Yeah, so I should be able to make this play safely. So Reginald goes into Blastoise. And then I go Icy Wind again, because with another speed drop, I will outspeed both of you. Even if you want to swap with Jugulis at that point, I'm fine with it because he's so low. Yeah, okay. Reginald got a spot first, so we're chilling there. Ice Beam comes out, which we expected. We eat Ice Beam. We should take an Earth Power here, too. Oh, I actually went to Triangle. That's even better? Okay, Jugulis living there is unironically best case scenario. Because this gives me just a free turn to flip turn out of Blastoise into whatever's my best Pokemon to be in here, into the Jugulis. And Signal Beam will kill Greninja from this range. So, if you have exactly Armaldo and what would be the other one? It's Armaldo and Starmie. What is my best Pokemon to take on Armaldo and Starmie? You got this? Hey, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. All right, let's put them both in. Armaldo, 63. Starmie, 63, right? You can't stop me, Greninja and Iron Jugulis. Dude, forklift certified? Crazy. Insane. So, Starmie is Sash, which you gotta keep that in mind. But it's Timid Nature. Focus Sash, Illuminate. It has Hydro Pump. I'm looking at you, Gyarados. I think it has Thunder, though. It does have Thunder. Psychic. Ice Beam. Hydro Pump, Thunder, Psychic, Ice Beam. And then Armaldo is Adamant. It has a Pasho Berry. It has Skill Link. And it has Rock Blast. Let me get it in. Rock Blast. Pin, Missile. And Stomping Tantrum. I can protect with anything to drop speeds, right? Because like if I dropped your speed stat, you're only hitting 123. And if you're only hitting 123, then Electivire would outspeed and be able to kill the Starmie. But I'm assuming that Electivire can't take out Armaldo. But if I can bait Tantrum or something and go into Gyarados, that would be sick. If I'm doing 50% though, how much does Drain Punch do to you? I do a lot with that. I think Electivire feels like the best mon to have in. I would say Gyarados, but no, I think it's Electivire. Gyarados in the back is great, but Electivire in the front's great. Yeah, let's do Electivire. I think Electivire is the best mon to have in here because I gave all my mons Protect. Green Ninja goes down. That's one side fully cleared, and we have the Jugulus gone on the left. I think we just win from here. I could eat not very many deviled eggs in 1 hour. Like, maybe 3. That's probably it. Then I'd feel sick if I went any further, so I just wouldn't, you know? So he does choose to go Armaldo, which makes a lot of sense. You should just be attacking into Electivire here. Part of me wants to just protect and recover. What if you Sword Stance, though? If he Sword Stances, that's bad. I feel like that's bad. How much does an Icy Wind do to an Armaldo from Porygon? What level am I? 64. I am +1 special attack. Icy Wind doesn't do anything. But I know Signal Beam also won't do anything. Oh no, Signal Beam does decent actually. It does like 30%. The setup is just what's kind of scary. You actually do a lot of damage when you're not down anything. I think I have to go into Gyarados here to minus you. I don't think I stick around. I think I always swap out Buzzer here. Because I think you have to kill Gyarados. You have to kill Buzzer specifically with Stomping Tantrum. You're not killing him with anything else. Which means Gyarados should always be free here. There's literally no reason for you to go Rock Blast. I don't believe you're going Rock Blast. I'm going Gyarados. And I think I recover. I don't do any damage that way, but I stay healthy, and I shouldn't lose if I stay healthy. Worst case scenario is he sets up. But we gotta play the odds. Okay, here we go. Intimidate. Recover. Stomping Tantrum. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You should see kill here. Every time you should see kill and go for kill. So I'm going to get my free Protect off this turn. And I'm going to Signal Beam you for maximum damage. Show me Confusion. Nice, nice, nice. Through the Pasho Berry, I don't think Aqua Tail is going to do enough. I always can Mega. No, with the Mega, I will do enough. So let me go for the Mega here. And I go for Aqua Tail into Armaldo plus Signal Beam, and he goes down. Okay, this should be free. We don't need the Intimidate anymore. Mold Breaker's fine. We already know we're going into the Pasho Berry. It's super chill. This should just put him in range of Signal Beam. Yup. Yup. Signal Beam. Okay. Okay. This should be it. This should be it. dude. New Rayman game? Crazy. This should be it, chat. Starmie comes out. Starmie should be going Thunder, but we always just protect with Gyarados. And once Starmie's goes down to -1 speed, I think our Gyarados just outspeeds it. I believe so, right? Yeah, we should outspeed it. Okay, so we go Signal Beam here. Or Icy Wind here. And then this should seal the deal then with a crunch. Protect from Lux. Actually went Psychic into the Porygon. I'm very surprised, but we eat that. So that's just it. That's game. Let's go. -1 speed. Then we get to go Crunch. And we'll even go Signal Beam. Let's go, Gyarados! Woo! Deathless double battle, chatters. That's huge. That is actually huge. Let's go, baby. Whoo! Such a scary fight. Alright, now we leave. We go ahead and Pokevile. And we just dodge all these trainers. And yeah, this is where we pick up tomorrow. Let's save the game. Another riskless fight. Yeah, I think actually there really wasn't any risks that I think we took during that fight, which feels great. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's stream, chatters. You know, 2-hour stream, 1 fight. That's just what double battles kind of entail. Double battles do be difficult. But we're feeling really, really good here. It's another deathless battle after Wake, so we're chilling. But I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. It's probably significantly earlier tomorrow than it was today. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap. Thanks for popping in, Coles, Triangle, Crimsonate, and of course, Profit for all the help. Yeah, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow.